Harley Davidson is one of the most famous motorcycle brands in the world, known for its powerful engines, classic designs, and smooth rides. Whether you love long road trips, city cruising, or adventure riding, there's always a Harley for you. In this video, we'll look at the 7 best Harley Davidson models to buy in 2025. We'll talk about their features, performance, and why they stand out. So if you're thinking about getting a Harley, stay tuned to find out which one might be perfect for you. One of the coolest Harleys you can get in 2025, the Breakout 117. This motorcycle is like the muscle car of the motorcycle world, with its long, low look and fat back tire, makes it stand out in any crowd. The heart of this beast is a massive Milwaukee 8 117 engine. That's 1923cc for those counting. This huge engine puts out about 101 horsepower, which means it's got plenty of muscle to get you moving. When you twist the throttle, you'll feel 126 foot-pounds of torque. That's the power that pushes you back in your seat and puts a huge grin on your face. The Breakout isn't just about power though. It sits nice and low to the ground, 25.6 inches, making it easy to handle for most riders. It weighs 681 pounds, which is actually pretty light for a motorcycle this size, and it can hold 5 gallons of gas in its tank. The motorcycle comes with some modern tech too. You get ABS brakes, which helps you stop safely, a digital screen that shows all your important info, and LED lights that make sure you can see and be seen at night. Plus, it looks amazing with its chrome engine, sleek fenders, and stretched out style. At number 6, we have the Nightster. Think of the Harley Davidson Nightster as the rebel of the family. It keeps the cool Harley look, but packs all sorts of modern tricks under its skin. With a starting price of $10,499, you get a motorcycle that turns heads without completely emptying your wallet. The real star of the show is what powers this beast, the Revolution Max 975T engine. It's a liquid-cooled V-twin. Imagine 2 cylinders arranged in a V-shape that cranks out 91 horsepower and 72 foot-pounds of torque. They've kept the classic look with that iconic Sportster shape and old-school tank badge, but added modern touches like LED lights and sweet aluminum wheels. The tech is pretty cool too. There's a 4-inch screen that shows you everything you need to know about what's happening with your motorcycle. And get this, it has different moods you can switch between. Road mode for cruising, rain mode when it's wet, duh, and sport mode when you're feeling a bit spicy. Basically, the Nightster is like having the best of both worlds. It looks like a classic Harley, but rides like a modern motorcycle. Perfect for anyone who wants to look cool without giving up all the new tech that makes riding easier and more fun. For the next motorcycle on our list, meet the Harley Davidson Pan America 1250. Since its debut in 2021, they've kept upgrading it, and the 2025 version is like having a Swiss Army knife on 2 wheels. Under the hood, well, technically there isn't one, you'll find the Revolution Max 1250 engine. This beast pumps out 150 horsepower. That's more power than some small cars. The engine is a V-twin design that delivers smooth power whether you're cruising on the highway or climbing a dirt trail. Here's where it gets really cool. This motorcycle has a suspension system that basically thinks for itself. It's constantly adjusting to keep your ride smooth, kind of like how your phone automatically adjusts its brightness. For brakes, they've gone with Brembo. Think of them as the Nike of motorcycle brakes. And they've added some smart safety features that help you corner better both on and off-road. The tech on this motorcycle is straight up impressive. There's a 6.8-inch touchscreen, about the size of a big smartphone, that lets you control everything from ride modes to your music. It even has this neat trick where it can lower itself when you stop, making it easier to put your feet down, then raise back up when you're moving. Pretty much like having an automatic adjustable chair. Price-wise, you're looking at around $19,999 to start, with a sportier ST version starting at $20,999. Yeah, that's a lot of money, but remember, this is basically like getting 2 motorcycles in one. A comfortable road cruiser and an off-road adventure machine. Picture the meanest looking Harley you can imagine. That's the Fat Bob. It's like Harley took all their classic cool factor and mixed it with something straight out of a sci-fi movie. This motorcycle doesn't just make an entrance, it kicks the door down. The star of the show is what Harley calls the Milwaukee 8 114 engine. In normal terms, it's a massive 1868cc V-twin that pumps out 93 horsepower. But here's what really matters. It makes 119 nanometers of torque, which means when you twist the throttle, this thing launches like a rocket ship. Whether you're cruising through city streets or blasting down the highway, you've got power for days. The Fat Bob sits on matching 16-inch wheels front and back. They've wrapped these in some seriously fat tires, 150mm wide in the front and 180mm in the back. Think of them like the motorcycle equivalent of wearing running shoes designed by a bodybuilder. These wide tires aren't just for looks, they help the motorcycle stick to the road like glue. Comfort-wise, the seat sits at 710mm off the ground. That's about 28 inches for those who don't speak metric, making it easy for most riders to plant their feet firmly at stops. With 120mm of ground clearance, you won't be scraping the motorcycle over speed bumps either. Bottom line, the Fat Bob is what happens when Harley decides to build a muscle car on two wheels. It's got the looks that'll make people stare and the power to back that tough guy image. Making the top three is the Fat Boy 114, a seriously cool cruiser that blends iconic Harley Davidson looks with modern performance. Its bold design and powerful engine make it a favorite for riders who want both comfort and a thrilling ride. Let's talk about the engine. The heart of the Fat Boy 114 is the Milwaukee 8 114. This massive 1868cc V-twin engine puts out 95 horsepower and a whopping 155 nanometers of torque. What does that mean in real life? It means smooth, powerful acceleration and plenty of oomph for cruising. The engine is air-cooled, which helps keep it running smoothly and effectively. The Fat Boy 114 has a unique look. Check out those machined Lakester cast aluminum wheels and the wide front tire. They give it a real presence on the road. The 18.9-liter fuel tank means you can go the distance without constantly stopping for gas. A low seat height, 675mm, and decent ground clearance, 115mm, make for a comfortable and stable ride. Speaking of comfort, the Fat Boy 114 has a dual bending valve front fork and hidden rear monoshock suspension. That's fancy talk for a smooth ride even when the road gets bumpy. The ergonomic design and adjustable hand controls also add to the comfort, whether you're just popping down to the store or heading out on a cross-country adventure. At number 2, we have the Harley Davidson Street Glide. The Street Glide is a seriously cool touring motorcycle that mixes classic Harley Davidson style with all the latest tech. It's built for riders who love hitting the open road and going the distance. For power, the Street Glide's heart is the Milwaukee 8 117 V-twin engine. This beast puts out 105 horsepower and 130 foot-pounds of torque. In simple terms, that means a smooth, powerful ride. Whether you're cruising down the highway or navigating city streets, you'll have plenty of power to overtake and enjoy the ride. One of the Street Glide's signature features is its bat-wing fairing. This isn't just for looks, it's designed using aerodynamics to cut down on wind resistance, making the ride more comfortable, especially at higher speeds. The integrated LED lighting not only looks awesome but also makes you more visible to other drivers. Comfort is key on a touring motorcycle, and the Street Glide delivers with hand-adjustable rear shocks. You can tweak the suspension to match your riding style and how much gear you're carrying. The one-piece seat is designed for long-mile comfort, so you can ride for hours without getting sore. The 2025 Street Glide starts at $27,749. It's a premium touring motorcycle that combines classic looks, modern features, and a comfortable ride. If you're dreaming of cross-country adventures, the Street Glide is definitely worth a look. For number 1, let's talk about the Harley Davidson Lowrider ST, a motorcycle that blends classic West Coast style with modern performance. If you're into cruisers with a bit of an edge, this one's worth checking out. The Lowrider ST isn't just about looking good, it's built to perform. It's powered by the Milwaukee 8 117 engine, a seriously strong V-twin that delivers plenty of power for both cruising and hitting the twisties. Think smooth acceleration and plenty of torque, that feeling of being pushed back in your seat when you twist the throttle. This motorcycle has a distinctive West Coast vibe. With its raised handlebars and a sleek design, it's a modern take on a classic Harley Davidson look, and it definitely stands out from the crowd. But it's not just about style. The Lowrider ST is also designed for comfort. It's a motorcycle you can ride all day without getting beat up. Harley Davidson has also upgraded the suspension on Lowrider ST, which means better handling and a more confident ride, especially when you're carving through corners. It's a motorcycle that feels planted and stable, giving you the confidence to push it a little harder. So, if you're looking for a cruiser that's both stylish and fun to ride, the Harley Davidson Lowrider ST is definitely worth considering. It's got the classic Harley Davidson DNA, but with a modern twist that makes it a truly exciting machine.